Here we go then, dropping into the Widowmaker. Over some people, that's sick. Nice little dirt jump section here. Today we find ourselves here at Morzine Bike Park. It's both our first times here. Below us we've got the famous Widowmaker. This is going to be an awesome day checking out all the trails for the very first time. Morzine is arguably Europe's most popular mountain bike destination, and it's hard to believe that after riding for 20 years that it's taken me this long to get here for the first time. A big part of that is the fact that I spent most of them 20 years focusing on dirt jump and slopestyle, and this is obviously a downhill bike park, but nonetheless we've made it and I couldn't be more stoked to be here in Morzine. This area is known as the Portes du Soleil. It's made up of 5 different bike parks which are all accessible by the network of uplifts. We're currently in the village of Morzine, which is in between Plenty over there. We've got Morzine behind us. You can then make your way to Châtel, Leger and over into Switzerland, which is pretty cool. So you can have some really big days out on the bike exploring loads of different bike parks which all offer something slightly different. It's also quite confusing and it's our first day, so I don't know what we're going to ride. I think the plan initially is to head up Morzine, Super Morzine behind us, which is also home of the famous Widowmaker jump. We've got perfect conditions. I'm excited to get this trip underway, so let's make our way to the lift and go session. After a lovely little cruise to the lift where we was able to do some manuals, ride down some stairs and ride across a scary bridge that is super high up and wobbles, we managed to get some fresh water from the fountain that makes its way down off of the mountain, and we're now on the second lift on our way up to Super Morzine. We are on our way to the Mega Avalanche, which is why we decided to stop here on the way. You get used to the French trails, the speed, and just being here in the Alps is pretty amazing. So you don't need much excuse, and we're almost at the top now, and we're ready to drop into the first trail.
Okay.
Right, ready out?
Let's get it.
Get it, KJ. Here we go then, we're on course. We're warming things up with a nice blue. To start things off, check the conditions of the trail. It's so busy today because it's a Sunday. The queue for the lift was insane, but feels good. We're up here now, flowing our first ever laps in Morzine. Trails are dusty. Jumps feel good though. Nice and flowy. Little jump zone. Nice, that was well good fun. That's a good little section, that, isn't it?
So fun.
Nice.
Then that last jump's like such good airtime. It shoots you up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's wicked. But we stopped here for a reason, haven't we? The Widowmaker is just there. Let's go check it out, shall we? That's the Widowmaker then. This is a jump that's quite famous here. It's actually got quite a cool name as well, isn't it? The Widowmaker. I'm going to go up and give it a go. Cara wants to see because she might do it. Here we go then, dropping into the Widowmaker. See what this jump, see what the hype's about, shall we? One of the most famous features here in Morzine. That's not too bad. Nice flat lip, not too bucky. It's a good jump actually. Might see if we can get a little trick on it or something. Make some dust. Look at that. It's like a storm. We've had a little break in between runs because Cara has just been figuring out the Widowmaker, and you're actually riding it on your own now. We started off just following. That whole process of her hitting this jump is on her YouTube, so head over and check that out. And you're so confident now, not only are you telling everyone up here the speed.
I was like, everyone's asking me.
You're also gonna lead the train out, aren't you? I'm gonna follow you into
yeah,
it.
you and me, we're gonna do a train now.
Right. Happy then?
Yeah.
Come on then, KJ, let's get it. I'm following you now. Nice, right into the step down then. Here we go. You! Nice one, KJ. Widowmaker trains, how about that?
That was sick, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
nice, that's really good. This is quite the dream freestyle zone really. Just there you've got the Widowmaker and then you've got some tables in between to practice on. Then you come over and you've got this metal kicker here, which I think is perfect for a little Morzine backflip. So let's give that a try. Here we go then, Morzine backy. Phew! Nice. There we go, KJ. Freestyle zone complete.
Yeah.
Obviously we come straight there and skip all the downhill tracks, but we're now going to make our way down carrying on the blue that we was originally on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it.
Grab him.
We've had some lunch, we made it back up now and we've come straight over to the Morzine side again and to a trail called Chili con Carne. It's a flow trail, it's got jumps, it's got quite a big road gap as you get about halfway down. I think it's perfect to kickstart the afternoon laps. So let's get on the bike and give it a send. Here we go then, dropping in, Chili con Carne. Let's get it. You! Nice. Okay, we're coming around into the road gap. Uh-oh. Over some people, that's sick. We're now motoring down to the jumpy section. Yo. Yeah. You. Nice. That's an odd shape, that one. There we go. Oh, you have to work for that one. Yo! Nice. That's quite a good lap. You had to work quite hard for the speed on that. They almost felt a little bit big for the trail speed. Phew, nice little gap there. There we go, Chili con Carne into a blue. What a lap, that was sick. We've made our way back now to the Ivoria's sign, and behind me here is a black trail called Hattock. I've just done 2 runs on it. to try and figure it out. It is actually quite difficult, but I'm hoping this one with you guys on my head is the one I can link it together and show you a clean top to bottom lap. So let's drop in and give it a send. Here we go then, dropping in Hattock. First black trail here in Morzine, although I've done some practice laps on it. Little dirt jump section here. Oh. Oh. I'm using all of my forks and more. You. There we go. That was insane. Whew, what a sick run down the black trail. That was absolutely insane. There's a few lines that I missed there. I just couldn't hold a good line. 140 mil was very short for that track, but we made it work. We now just stop once again at this water fountain to get fresh water from the mountain. That was a big day out on the bike. We hit some insane trails. The bike is so dusty. I've actually never ridden in so much dust. In the berms, there's so much at the bottoms that's actually quite grippy, which is insane. It's that deep. But we're now going to give the bike a little clean so it's ready for a big day at Chatel tomorrow. And I've got my red bag with my G-Technique stuff in it. I always start with a drivetrain because, especially with the e-bike, you have so much torque going through it. And there was a lot of dust on there, so it's important to get that nice and smooth because before jumps or drops you don't want your gear to be skipping. And this bike has actually been ceramic coated, so most of the dirt's fallen off, but it was exceptionally dusty up there today. So before a big day out tomorrow, I'm just going to give it a little bike clean and then that should be ready. There we have it then. My first day ever riding Morzine is in the bags, and it certainly did not disappoint. It lived up to the hype. We hit some insane trails, and luckily before we head to the Mega Avalanche we've got 2 more days, where tomorrow we're going to Chatel, and then our final day I want to hit the most difficult trails that I can find in the bike park. So if you've enjoyed this one, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter.